Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to live a fulfilling, peaceful, and meaningful life? What if the secrets to such a life were embedded in habits practiced for centuries by the most introspective and enlightened individuals? Buddhist monks. These habits are not mystical rituals confined to temple walls. They are practical, actionable practices that can transform your mind, body, and spirit. Imagine starting each day with a sense of clarity, focus, and purpose. Picture yourself unshaken by criticism, calm in the face of challenges, and living a life free from the constant need for external validation. This isn't a far-fetched dream. It's a reality you can cultivate by embracing 12 transformative habits rooted in Buddhist teachings. Today, we'll journey through these 12 habits, exploring not only their profound wisdom, but also how you can incorporate them into your daily life to become a better version of yourself. By the end of this guide, you'll have a clear roadmap for personal growth and spiritual awakening, one that leads to a life filled with peace, joy, and authenticity, focusing on what's in your control. The principle of focusing on what is within your control is one of the most empowering lessons in Buddhist philosophy. Rooted in the teachings of detachment and mindfulness, this habit encourages you to shift your attention from the uncontrollable chaos of external circumstances to the steady and manageable domain of your own thoughts, actions, and responses. The origins of the teaching. This principle is deeply connected to the Buddhist concept of upekkha, equanimity. The Buddha recognized that much of human suffering arises not from external events, but from our attachment to them and our futile attempts to control them. By directing our energy toward what we can influence, our intentions, choices, and reactions, we reclaim our inner peace and free ourselves from unnecessary stress. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha states, "It is not what others do to us that causes us harm, but how we react to it." This timeless wisdom reminds us that our power lies in our ability to choose our responses, no matter the situation. The modern relevance of control. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by everything vying for our attention. Social media, global news, work deadlines, and personal challenges. Many of these factors are beyond our control, yet they consume a significant amount of our mental and emotional energy. Focusing on what you can control is like anchoring yourself in a stormy sea. While the winds and waves rage around you, the anchor provides stability, allowing you to navigate challenges with clarity and composure. Practical steps to focus on what's in your control. 1. Identify your sphere of influence. The first step is to distinguish between what you can and cannot control. Imagine 3 concentric circles. Innermost circle represents your direct control, your thoughts, actions, and choices. Middle circle represents your influence, your ability to inspire or guide others but not dictate their responses. Outer circle represents what is entirely outside your control, such as others' opinions, natural events, or global politics. By recognizing these distinctions, you can direct your energy where it has the greatest impact. 2. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the foundation of this habit. It teaches you to stay present and focus on what is happening in the moment, rather than getting lost in worries about the past or future. Example: exercise. When faced with a stressful situation, pause and ask yourself, what is happening right now? What part of this can I control? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? 3. Let go of the uncontrollable. Letting go doesn't mean apathy. It means accepting that some things are beyond your influence. This acceptance reduces anxiety and allows you to focus on what you can change. Practical example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Instead of fuming about the delay, which you can't control, use the time to practice gratitude or listen to an inspiring podcast. 4. Develop a gratitude practice. Focusing on what you can control also involves appreciating what is already within your grasp. Gratitude shifts your mindset from frustration over what you lack to appreciation for what you have. Daily practice. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you controlled and are grateful for, such as your effort at work, a kind word to a friend, or a healthy choice you made. Real-life applications. A parent's challenge. A parent may feel distressed about their teenager's decisions, but they can't control their child's every action. Instead, they can focus on what they can influence, offering guidance, modeling good behavior, and providing a loving, supportive environment. A professional's perspective. In the workplace, employees often face situations beyond their control, such as management decisions or market trends. By focusing on their own performance, skills, and attitude, they can find satisfaction and resilience, regardless of the outcomes. The psychological benefits. Focusing on what you can control doesn't just bring peace, it enhances your mental health. Research in psychology aligns with Buddhist teachings, showing that people who practice this habit experience reduced stress. Letting go of uncontrollable factors prevents overthinking. Increased resilience. By focusing on your responses, you feel more empowered during challenges. Improved relationships. You no longer try to control others, fostering healthier connections. Buddhist story: The Farmer and the Wind. A farmer once lamented to the Buddha that strong winds had ruined his crops. The Buddha gently replied, "You cannot control the wind, but you can choose how you respond to it. Focus on rebuilding and planting again when the storm has passed." This story reminds us that while life's storms are inevitable, our resilience and actions determine the outcome. How to cultivate the habit in daily life. Morning intention setting. Each morning, take 5 minutes to reflect. What do I want to achieve today? What actions are within my control to help me achieve these goals? Evening reflection. At the end of the day, review. How did I focus on what I could control? Were there moments I wasted energy on the uncontrollable? How can I improve tomorrow? Expanding the practice over time. Initially, focusing on what's in your control requires conscious effort. However, with consistent practice, it becomes second nature. Over time, you'll notice greater emotional stability, a stronger sense of purpose, an increased ability to navigate life's uncertainties with grace. Focusing on what you can control is not about ignoring life's complexities. It's about reclaiming your power. By directing your energy inward and aligning your actions with your values, you can cultivate a life of peace, resilience, and purpose. As the Buddha taught, you only lose what you cling to. Let go of what you cannot control, and your mind will be free. This timeless wisdom invites you to step into your power and create a life where peace begins within. Will you accept the challenge to shift your focus today? Habit 2. Not caring what others think. One of the most liberating lessons from Buddhist philosophy is learning to let go of the need for approval from others. In a world where external validation is often equated with success, this habit is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace, authenticity, and freedom. The core teaching. The Buddha's teachings emphasize that attachment to external validation leads to suffering, dukkha. Our desire to be liked, admired, or accepted can trap us in a cycle of dependence on others' opinions, leaving our sense of self-worth vulnerable to their judgments. A key teaching from the Buddha encapsulates this idea. Do not seek approval outside yourself. When you truly accept yourself, the opinions of others lose their power over you. This wisdom reminds us that true contentment comes from within, not from the fleeting opinions of others. The modern relevance of letting go. In today's hyper-connected world, social media amplifies the human tendency to seek validation. Likes, comments, and followers often serve as metrics for self-worth. However, this external focus can create anxiety, insecurity, and dissatisfaction. By learning not to care about what others think, you reclaim your power to define your worth and live authentically, free from the pressure of conforming to others' expectations. Why we care about others' opinions. The root of the desire for approval. Human nature. Evolutionarily, humans are social beings. In ancient times, approval from the group was critical for survival. While we no longer live in small tribes, the need for validation has remained ingrained in our psyche. Fear of rejection. Rejection often triggers feelings of inadequacy or loneliness. This fear drives us to seek approval to ensure acceptance and belonging. Cultural conditioning. Society often teaches us to value external achievements and recognition, reinforcing the belief that our worth is tied to others' opinions. The cost of caring. Too much. While seeking validation can feel rewarding in the short term, it has significant long-term consequences. Emotional dependence. Your happiness becomes tied to the unpredictable opinions of others. Loss of authenticity. You may suppress your true self to gain approval, leading to a disconnect from your values and desires. Increased anxiety. Constantly worrying about how others perceive you creates stress and diminishes inner peace. The Buddhist perspective on letting go. Understanding the nature of opinions. Buddhism teaches that everyone sees the world through their own lens, shaped by their unique experiences, beliefs, and biases. What others think of you often reflects more about them than it does about you. A Buddhist parable illustrates this. A monk was criticized for his simplicity. Instead of reacting, he said, "Their words are like the wind. I feel them pass, but they cannot move me." This story reminds us that opinions are transient, like the wind, and only have power if we allow them to. How to stop caring about what others think. 1. Build self-acceptance. At the heart of letting go is learning to accept yourself as you are. Self-acceptance doesn't mean complacency. It means recognizing your inherent worth without needing external validation. Practical exercise. Write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself each day. Over time, this practice strengthens your self-esteem and reduces dependence on others' approval. 2. Reframe criticism. Criticism often feels personal, but it's usually not. Instead of reacting defensively, try to see criticism as an opportunity to learn or as a reflection of the other person's perspective. Mindful response to criticism. Pause and breathe before reacting. Ask yourself, is this feedback constructive? Does it align with my values? If yes, use it to grow. If no, let it pass without attachment. 3. Detach from the need for praise. Praise can feel uplifting, but it can also create a dependency. When you rely on others' praise for your happiness, you give away your power. Mantra, practice. Repeat this mantra. I am enough as I am. My worth is not defined by others' opinions. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you focus on the present moment, reducing anxiety about others' perceptions. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you detach from the fear of judgment. Mindfulness exercise. During moments of self-doubt, close your eyes and focus on your breath. Observe your thoughts without judgment, allowing them to pass like clouds in the sky. The freedom of living authentically. When you stop caring about what others think, you unlock the freedom to live authentically. Authenticity means living in alignment with your values, passions, and beliefs, regardless of external opinions. The ripple effect. Stronger relationships. Authenticity attracts genuine connections. Inner peace. You feel grounded and secure in your identity. Personal growth. You take risks and explore new opportunities without fear of judgment. Real-life examples. Historical example, the Buddha's journey. The Buddha himself faced criticism when he left his life as a prince to pursue enlightenment. Despite societal expectations, he remained steadfast in his journey, knowing that true peace came from within. Modern example, a creative entrepreneur. An artist struggling with self-doubt about their work might focus on expressing their true vision instead of seeking others' approval. This shift often leads to greater fulfillment and success, as authenticity resonates more deeply with others. Practical exercises for letting go. 1. Daily reflection. At the end of each day, reflect on moments when you worried about others' opinions. Ask yourself, was their opinion valid or helpful? How could I have responded differently? 2. Gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you are proud of that you achieved without seeking validation. This reinforces your ability to find satisfaction within yourself. 3. Visualization exercise. Close your eyes and imagine a scenario where you feel judged. Visualize yourself calmly acknowledging their opinion, then confidently moving forward without attachment. The psychological benefits. Letting go of others' opinions has profound mental health benefits. Reduced stress. You no longer waste energy worrying about external judgments. Increased confidence. Self-acceptance boosts your self-esteem. Emotional freedom. You're no longer trapped in a cycle of seeking validation. A Buddhist story. The empty boat. A man rowing across a lake was hit by another boat. Angrily, he yelled at the other boatman, only to realize the boat was empty, adrift on the water. The man laughed at himself, realizing his anger was misplaced. This story illustrates that our reactions often stem from our own projections, not reality. Letting go of judgment allows us to navigate life with greater peace. Releasing the need for approval is a transformative practice. By focusing on self-acceptance, mindfulness, and detachment from external judgments, you cultivate a life of authenticity and inner peace. As the Buddha taught, you, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Letting go of others' opinions isn't about ignoring them. It's about prioritizing your own inner truth. Start today by taking one step toward living authentically and reclaiming your freedom. Habit 3. Practicing radical honesty. Radical honesty is the transformative habit of aligning your words and actions with your inner truth. It involves embracing authenticity, speaking with integrity, and living in harmony with your core values. Rooted in Buddhist teachings, radical honesty fosters trust, clarity, and deep self-awareness. The Buddhist perspective on honesty Buddhism places significant emphasis on right speech, samma vaka. one of the components of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right speech encourages speaking truthfully, speaking kindly, speaking at the right time, speaking in ways that promote harmony. The Buddha taught, "Speak only the truth, do not yield to anger. Give if you are asked for little. By these 3 steps you will go near the gods." This teaching emphasizes that honesty is not merely about avoiding falsehoods. It is about creating harmony within ourselves and with others. Why radical honesty is important. 1. Builds trust. Honesty is the foundation of trust in relationships. When you consistently speak the truth, others learn they can rely on your words. This fosters deeper connections and stronger bonds. 2. Enhances self-integrity. Radical honesty aligns your external actions with your internal values. Living authentically prevents cognitive dissonance, the stress that arises when your actions contradict your beliefs. 3. Promotes inner peace. When you're honest, you free yourself from the anxiety of maintaining facades or remembering falsehoods. This clarity brings peace and simplicity to your life. The challenges of radical honesty. Fear of rejection. Many people fear that being honest will lead to rejection or judgment. This fear often causes them to suppress their true feelings or say what they think others want to hear. Social conditioning. From a young age, we're often taught to avoid uncomfortable truths or to offer white lies to spare others' feelings. While these intentions may seem kind, they can lead to disconnection and inauthenticity. Personal accountability. Radical honesty requires owning up to mistakes and acknowledging personal shortcomings. This level of vulnerability can feel intimidating but is essential for growth. How to practice radical honesty. 1. Start with yourself. Before you can be honest with others, you must be honest with yourself. This means acknowledging your emotions without judgment, reflecting on your values and whether your actions align with them, being truthful about your strengths, weaknesses, and desires. Exercise. Journaling for radical honesty. Write down your thoughts and feelings daily. This practice helps you identify where you might be holding back or avoiding the truth. 2. Speak with compassion. Radical honesty doesn't mean being blunt or hurtful. The Buddha emphasized that honesty must be tempered with kindness and mindfulness. Guidelines for compassionate honesty. Timing. Choose an appropriate time to speak the truth. Tone. Speak gently, avoiding harsh or accusatory language. Intention. Ensure your honesty is meant to help, not harm. Example. Instead of saying, "You're always late and it's annoying," try, "I've noticed that when meetings start late, it impacts my schedule. Can we find a solution together?" 3. Embrace vulnerability. Honesty often requires vulnerability, admitting mistakes, expressing difficult emotions, or sharing your true thoughts. While this can feel uncomfortable, it fosters deeper understanding and connection. Mantra practice. Repeat this mantra. I am strong in my truth, and my vulnerability is a gift. 4. Set boundaries. Radical honesty doesn't mean sharing everything with everyone. It's important to discern when and with whom to share your truth. Questions to consider. Is sharing this information necessary or helpful? Does the other person have the capacity to hear it? Am I sharing to connect or to offload my own discomfort? 5. Practice active listening. Honesty isn't just about speaking your truth. It's also about being open to hearing others' truths without judgment. Active listening tips. Focus entirely on the speaker. Avoid interrupting or formulating your response while they're talking. Reflect back what you've heard to ensure understanding. The benefits of radical honesty. 1. Strengthened relationships. Honesty builds trust and deepens connections. When you communicate authentically, you create space for others to do the same. Example: a couple practicing radical honesty might share their feelings about a conflict openly but with compassion, leading to resolution rather than resentment. 2. Increased self-confidence. Living authentically boosts your confidence. You no longer waste energy maintaining a false image or second-guessing your words. 3. Greater clarity. Honesty cuts through confusion. It helps you and others understand each other's perspectives, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts. Overcoming the fear of honesty. Reframe honesty as growth. Instead of viewing honesty as risky, see it as an opportunity for growth, for yourself and your relationships. Start small. Begin with low-stakes situations, such as expressing your opinion about a movie or admitting when you don't understand something. Gradually, work up to more significant truths. Prepare for resistance. Not everyone will be ready to receive your honesty. That's okay. Focus on expressing your truth with kindness, knowing that their reaction is beyond your control. Real-life applications of radical honesty. In personal relationships, imagine a friend consistently cancels plans. Instead of harboring resentment, you might say, "I value our time together and feel disappointed when plans change. Can we discuss how to avoid this in the future?" In the workplace, radical honesty can foster healthier communication and teamwork. For instance, if a project isn't going well, admitting challenges early can lead to collaborative problem-solving. Example: I'm struggling with this aspect of the project. Could we brainstorm solutions together? In self-reflection, radical honesty with yourself might involve acknowledging when a goal is no longer serving you, or admitting that you need help with a challenge. Example: I thought this career path would make me happy, but I realize it's not aligned with my values. It's time to explore other options. A Buddhist story, The Truth-Telling Sage. A sage was known for his unwavering honesty. When asked why he spoke the truth even when it was difficult, he replied, "Lies bind us to illusion. Truth, though painful, sets us free." This story highlights that honesty, while challenging, leads to liberation and clarity. How to cultivate honesty in daily life. Morning intention setting. Each morning, set an intention to practice honesty. Reflect on situations where you might need to speak your truth and plan how to do so with kindness. Evening reflection. At the end of the day, ask yourself, was I honest in my interactions today? How did my honesty impact my relationships and inner peace? The psychological and spiritual benefits mental health. Honesty reduces stress and anxiety associated with deception or living inauthentically. Emotional health speaking. Your truth fosters emotional release and prevents suppressed feelings from building up. Spiritual growth. In Buddhism, honesty aligns you with the path of Dharma, cultivating wisdom and compassion. Practicing radical honesty transforms your life. It deepens relationships, enhances self-awareness, and aligns you with your highest values. While it requires courage and vulnerability, the rewards, peace, trust, and authenticity are immeasurable. As the Buddha taught, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Start today by embracing honesty in small ways, and watch how it ripples out to transform your relationships and inner world. The truth, after all, is your greatest ally. Habit 4. Embracing gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. emphasizing the importance of recognizing and appreciating the abundance in our lives. By cultivating a grateful mindset, we align ourselves with the present moment, deepen our connection with others, and foster inner peace. In a world often focused on scarcity and striving, the habit of embracing gratitude serves as a transformative practice for living with joy and contentment. Gratitude in Buddhist philosophy. Gratitude aligns with the Buddhist teaching of mudita, or sympathetic joy. This concept encourages us to find happiness in the joy, success, and well-being of others, while recognizing the blessings in our own lives. Practicing gratitude also fosters a sense of interdependence, reminding us that much of what we enjoy is a result of others' efforts and generosity. The Buddha taught, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful." This teaching underscores the importance of finding gratitude, even in challenging circumstances, as a path to peace and resilience. Why gratitude matters. 1. It shifts your perspective. Gratitude encourages you to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. This shift transforms your mindset from scarcity to abundance, fostering a sense of contentment. 2. It enhances emotional well-being. Studies have shown that gratitude reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. By focusing on the positive aspects of life, you cultivate a sense of optimism and joy. 3. It strengthens relationships. Expressing gratitude deepens your connection with others. It fosters trust, appreciation, and mutual respect, enhancing the quality of your relationships. 4. It cultivates mindfulness. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment. By appreciating what you have right now, you let go of regrets about the past and anxieties about the future. The challenges of practicing gratitude. While gratitude seems simple in theory, it can be challenging to cultivate consistently, especially during difficult times. 1. The negativity bias. The human brain is wired to focus on threats and challenges, often overlooking positive experiences. Gratitude counters this natural tendency, helping you see the good in your life. 2. Cultural and societal conditioning. Modern society often emphasizes achievement and material success, making it easy to overlook the intangible blessings in life. 3. Overcoming entitlement. Entitlement, the belief that we deserve certain things, can block gratitude. By recognizing that nothing is guaranteed, we learn to appreciate what we have. How to cultivate gratitude. 1. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These can be as simple as a kind word from a friend, a delicious meal, or the beauty of nature. Example. Entry: the laughter I shared with a colleague today, the warm sunlight streaming through my window, the support of my family during a challenging time. 2. Practice gratitude meditation. Dedicate a few minutes each day to reflecting on the things you're thankful for. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and visualize each blessing in your life. Meditation. Prompt. Start with your breath. Be thankful for its constancy and life-giving presence. Expand your awareness to your body, acknowledging its strength and resilience. Reflect on the people who have supported you, expressing silent thanks for their kindness. 3. Express your gratitude. Don't keep your gratitude to yourself. Share it with others. Write thank you notes, give compliments, or simply say thank you to those who make your life better. 4. Find gratitude in challenges. Even difficult experiences offer lessons and opportunities for growth. Practice finding gratitude in setbacks by asking, "What can I learn from this?" Example: if a project at work didn't go as planned, you might reflect on the new skills you developed or the teamwork you experienced. 5. Use visual reminders. Place sticky notes or objects in your home to remind you to be grateful. A small token, like a gratitude rock, can serve as a physical cue to pause and reflect. 6. Incorporate gratitude into daily rituals. Make gratitude a part of your daily routines. For instance, before meals, silently thank everyone involved in bringing the food to your table. At bedtime, reflect on the positive moments of the day. The benefits of gratitude. 1. Mental health gratitude rewires your brain, enhancing positive emotions and reducing stress. It fosters resilience, helping you navigate life's challenges with greater ease. 2. Emotional health. By focusing on what's good, gratitude nurtures feelings of joy, love, and compassion, reducing negative emotions like envy and resentment. 3. Spiritual growth. Gratitude aligns with Buddhist principles of mindfulness and interconnectedness, deepening your spiritual practice and sense of purpose. 4. Strengthened relationships. When you express gratitude, it strengthens bonds and fosters a sense of connection and trust. A Buddhist story: the begging bowl. A monk carried a begging bowl, relying on the generosity of strangers for his sustenance. One day, someone filled his bowl with spoiled food. Instead of feeling anger, the monk reflected, "This too is a gift, for it reminds me to be humble and grateful for whatever comes my way." This story illustrates that gratitude is not about the quality of what we receive, but the mindset with which we receive it. Gratitude in action. Real-life examples. 1. Gratitude during loss. A grieving individual might reflect on the happy memories they shared with a loved one, finding gratitude for the time they had together. 2. Gratitude in the workplace. A manager who regularly thanks their team fosters a positive work environment, boosting morale and productivity. 3. Gratitude in daily life. A commuter stuck in traffic might use the time to appreciate the safety of their car or the music playing on the radio. Practical exercises to deepen gratitude. Morning. Gratitude practice. Begin your day by listing 3 things you're thankful for. Reflect on how these blessings enrich your life. Evening reflection. At the end of each day, write down or mentally note one challenge you faced and what you're grateful for about that experience. Gratitude walk. Take a walk and focus on the beauty around you. Notice the trees, flowers, or even the rhythm of your footsteps. Silently thank the world for its abundance. The ripple effect of gratitude. When you practice gratitude, its effects extend beyond yourself. For yourself, gratitude cultivates peace and contentment, helping you navigate life with grace. For relationships, expressing gratitude strengthens bonds, deepens trust, and fosters mutual respect. For the community, gratitude inspires generosity and kindness, creating a positive ripple effect. Gratitude is more than an emotion, it's a way of being. By embracing gratitude, you transform your perspective, recognizing life's abundance even in its challenges. As the Buddha taught, the way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Start today by noticing one thing you're grateful for, and let that practice grow. Gratitude opens the heart, fosters joy, and connects us to the richness of life. Let it guide your journey to a more peaceful and fulfilled self. Habit 5. Cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, a cornerstone of Buddhist teachings that transforms the way we experience life. This habit, when practiced consistently, helps us develop awareness, clarity, and emotional resilience. It is through mindfulness that we can embrace the beauty of the present moment, respond thoughtfully to challenges, and deepen our connection to ourselves and others. Mindfulness in Buddhist philosophy mindfulness, or sati in Pali, is one of the key elements of the Noble Eightfold Path. The Buddha described it as the foundation of spiritual practice, emphasizing the importance of observing our thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. In the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha said, "This is the direct path for the purification of beings, for the overcoming of sorrow and lamentation, for the disappearance of pain and grief, for the attainment of the true way, for the realization of nibbana," namely, the four foundations of mindfulness. These four foundations are mindfulness of the body, observing physical sensations, breathing, and movements; mindfulness of feelings, recognizing pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral feelings; mindfulness of the mind, noticing mental states like joy, anger, or calmness; mindfulness of mental objects, observing thoughts, perceptions, and attachments. Why mindfulness matters. 1. It anchors us in the present. In a world full of distractions, mindfulness helps us return to the here and now, allowing us to fully engage with life as it unfolds. 2. It reduces stress. Mindfulness interrupts the cycle of rumination and worry, helping us approach challenges with calmness and clarity. 3. It enhances emotional intelligence. By observing our emotions without judgment, mindfulness helps us respond rather than react, fostering healthier relationships. 4. It deepens self-awareness. Through mindfulness, we develop a deeper understanding of our thoughts, habits, and motivations, empowering us to make conscious choices. The challenges of cultivating mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness can be difficult, especially in the fast-paced multitasking culture we live in. 1. Overthinking. Our minds are often filled with a constant stream of thoughts, making it challenging to focus on the present moment. 2. Impatience. Mindfulness requires consistent effort and patience. Many people become frustrated when they don't see immediate results. 3. Resistance to discomfort. Mindfulness involves observing unpleasant emotions and sensations, which can feel uncomfortable at first. How to cultivate mindfulness. 1. Start with the breath. The breath is a powerful anchor for mindfulness because it is always present. Focus on the sensation of the breath entering and leaving your body. Exercise. Sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Notice the air entering your nostrils, filling your lungs, and leaving your body. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. 2. Practice mindful observation. Choose an object or experience to observe with full attention, such as a flower, a piece of music, or the act of eating. Exercise. Mindful eating. Pick up a piece of food and examine its texture, color, and aroma. Take a small bite, noticing the taste and sensation as you chew. Reflect on the journey that brought this food to your plate. 3. Engage in body scanning. Body scanning involves bringing awareness to each part of your body, noticing sensations without judgment. Exercise. Lie down or sit comfortably. Close your eyes and focus on your toes. Slowly move your attention upward, part by part, until you reach the top of your head. Acknowledge any tension or sensations and let them go. 4. Incorporate mindfulness into daily activities. Mindfulness doesn't have to be limited to meditation. It can be woven into everyday life. Examples: while brushing your teeth, focus on the sensation of the brush and the taste of the toothpaste. During a walk, notice the feeling of your feet on the ground, the sound of birds, or the rustling of leaves. 5. Set aside time for formal practice. Dedicate a specific time each day for mindfulness meditation, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes. The benefits of mindfulness. 1. Mental health mindfulness reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression by shifting focus away from worries and regrets. 2. Emotional balance. By observing emotions without becoming attached to them, mindfulness fosters greater emotional stability. 3. Improved concentration. Mindfulness enhances focus and attention, making it easier to complete tasks effectively. 4. Spiritual growth. Mindfulness aligns with the Buddhist principle of samadhi, concentration, deepening your spiritual practice and connection to the present moment. A Buddhist story: The Elephant and the Mind. A young monk asked his teacher how to practice mindfulness. The teacher replied, "Imagine your mind is like a wild elephant. Without guidance, it will trample everything in its path. But with mindful attention, you can train it to walk gently and purposefully." This story illustrates that mindfulness is about taming the wildness of the mind, bringing it into harmony with the present moment. Practical exercises to deepen mindfulness. Morning. Mindfulness ritual. Start your day with a few minutes of mindful breathing or reflection. Set an intention to remain present throughout the day. Mindfulness. During transitions. Use moments of transition, like waiting in line or commuting, as opportunities to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness reflections. At the end of the day, reflect on moments when you were present and moments when you were distracted. Consider how mindfulness impacted your experiences. The ripple effect of mindfulness, one for yourself. Mindfulness fosters inner peace, clarity, and a sense of purpose. 2. For relationships. By being present with others, mindfulness deepens empathy, understanding, and connection. 3. For the community, mindfulness inspires compassion and kindness, creating a ripple effect of positivity in the world. Mindfulness is not just a practice, it is a way of being. By cultivating mindfulness, you transform ordinary moments into opportunities for growth, connection, and joy. As the Buddha taught, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Embrace mindfulness in your daily life and discover the profound peace and wisdom that arises from living fully in the present. Habit 6. Practicing compassion. Compassion, or karuna in Pali, is one of the central pillars of Buddhist philosophy. It is the heartfelt desire to alleviate the suffering of others, and a commitment to act with kindness and understanding. Practicing compassion not only transforms the way we interact with others, but also deepens our own sense of peace and fulfillment. Compassion in Buddhist philosophy. The Buddha emphasized the importance of compassion as a guiding principle in life. It is closely tied to the concept of metta, or loving kindness, which is the unconditional goodwill and friendliness we extend to all beings. Compassion goes a step further by actively seeking to relieve the suffering of others. In the Metta Sutta, the Buddha taught, just as a mother would protect her only child at the risk of her own life, even so, let him cultivate a boundless heart toward all beings. This teaching illustrates the boundless nature of compassion, which transcends personal attachments and encompasses all living beings, regardless of their actions or circumstances. Why compassion matters. 1. It strengthens relationships. Compassion fosters understanding, empathy, and trust, deepening our connections with others. 2. It reduces conflict. By approaching situations with compassion, we are more likely to respond with kindness rather than anger, preventing misunderstandings and hostility. 3. It cultivates inner peace. Helping others and alleviating their suffering brings a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment. 4. It enhances resilience. Compassion allows us to navigate challenges with grace, focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. Challenges to practicing compassion. Despite its profound benefits, practicing compassion can be challenging, especially in a world filled with division and conflict. One, judgment and bias. Our judgments and biases can make it difficult to extend compassion to those we perceive as different or undeserving. 2. Emotional exhaustion. Constant exposure to suffering, especially in the digital age, can lead to compassion fatigue. 3. Fear of vulnerability. Showing compassion requires opening our hearts, which can feel vulnerable or risky. How to cultivate compassion. 1. Practice loving kindness. Meditation, loving kindness meditation, metta, is a powerful tool for cultivating compassion. It involves silently repeating phrases of goodwill toward yourself and others. Exercise. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Begin by focusing on yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from suffering. Gradually extend these wishes to others, loved ones, acquaintances, and even those you find difficult. 2. Perform acts of kindness. Small acts of kindness, such as helping a neighbor or listening to a friend in need, reinforce compassionate behavior. Examples: pay for someone's coffee, volunteer at a local shelter, write a thank you note to someone who has impacted your life. 3. Develop empathy. Empathy is the foundation of compassion. Try to understand others' perspectives by imagining their feelings and experiences. Exercise. Think about a time when you felt misunderstood or hurt. Use that memory to connect with the struggles others might be facing. 4. Practice self-compassion. Compassion begins with yourself. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you create a foundation for extending compassion to others. Exercise. When you make a mistake, avoid harsh self-criticism. Replace negative self-talk with supportive and encouraging words. 5. Reframe negative interactions. Instead of reacting to anger or negativity with frustration, approach it as an opportunity to practice compassion. Example: if someone cuts you off in traffic, consider that they might be having a difficult day rather than assuming malice. The benefits of compassion. 1. Mental health. Practicing compassion reduces stress and anxiety while increasing feelings of happiness and contentment. 2. Physical health. Compassion has been shown to lower blood pressure and strengthen the immune system. 3. Social harmony. Compassion fosters understanding and cooperation, reducing divisions and conflicts. 4. Spiritual growth. Compassion aligns with the Buddhist principle of dana, generosity, deepening your spiritual practice and sense of interconnectedness. A Buddhist story: the poisoned arrow. The Buddha once told a parable about a man wounded by a poisoned arrow. Instead of focusing on who shot the arrow or why, the man's first priority was to remove it and heal. This story reminds us that compassion is about addressing suffering directly, rather than dwelling on blame or judgment. Practical exercises to deepen compassion. morning reflection, begin each day by reflecting on how you can bring kindness and compassion into your interactions. Gratitude and Compassion Journal. Keep a journal where you write about moments of compassion you've experienced or witnessed. Compassion Walk. While walking, silently wish well to everyone you see, extending your goodwill to strangers and loved ones alike. The ripple effect of compassion. 1. For yourself, compassion nurtures inner peace and emotional resilience, reducing feelings of isolation and negativity. 2. For relationships, compassion fosters understanding and trust, deepening your bonds with others. 3. For the community, compassion inspires acts of kindness and generosity, creating a ripple effect of positivity and healing. Compassion is not just a practice, it is a way of life. By cultivating compassion, we create a world that is kinder, more understanding, and more connected. As the Dalai Lama said, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Start by extending compassion to yourself, and let it radiate outward to those around you. Each act of compassion brings us closer to a world of peace, understanding, and harmony. Let compassion guide your journey to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Habit 7. Embracing Gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most transformative habits we can cultivate. In Buddhist teachings, gratitude is more than a fleeting sense of appreciation. It is a deep-seated recognition of the interconnectedness of all life and a celebration of the present moment. By embracing gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, fostering a profound sense of contentment and joy. Gratitude in Buddhist philosophy. In Buddhism, gratitude is deeply tied to the concept of dependent origination, pratyasamutpada, which teaches that all phenomena arise in dependence upon other phenomena. This interdependence reminds us that our lives are supported by countless beings and conditions, from the food we eat to the air we breathe. The Buddha emphasized gratitude in many teachings, often pointing to the importance of honoring our parents, teachers, and others who have contributed to our lives. In the Sigalovada Sutta, he spoke of the importance of showing gratitude to those who have supported and nurtured us. One should honor those to whom one is indebted, just as a Brahmin honors the sacrificial fire. Why gratitude matters, one shifts perspective. Gratitude helps us focus on what is good in our lives rather than dwelling on negativity or lack. 2. Enhances emotional well-being. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude increases feelings of happiness, reduces depression, and fosters resilience. 3. Strengthens relationships. Expressing gratitude deepens connections and fosters trust and appreciation in relationships. 4. Encourages generosity. Gratitude inspires us to give back, creating a cycle of positivity and kindness. Challenges to embracing gratitude. 1. The negativity bias. Our brains are wired to focus on threats and shortcomings, making it harder to notice and appreciate positive experiences. 2. Comparison. In a world driven by social media and materialism, comparing ourselves to others can overshadow feelings of gratitude. 3. Entitlement. When we take things for granted, we may lose sight of the blessings in our lives. How to cultivate gratitude. 1. Practice daily gratitude reflections. Set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. This could include people, experiences, or even small joys like a sunny day or a delicious meal. Exercise. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for and why they matter to you. 2. Express gratitude to others. Take time to thank those who have made a difference in your life. A heartfelt thank you note or a sincere conversation can strengthen bonds and spread positivity. Example: write a note to a teacher who inspired you, or thank a friend for their support during a tough time. Third, turn challenges into lessons. Even difficulties can be sources of gratitude when viewed as opportunities for growth and learning. Exercise. Reflect on a challenging experience and identify at least one positive outcome or lesson it taught you. 4. Use mindfulness to deepen gratitude. Mindfulness helps us fully experience and appreciate the present moment, enhancing our capacity for gratitude. Exercise. During a meal, pause to reflect on the effort and resources that went into producing the food, from the farmers and cooks to the natural elements. 5. Keep a gratitude journal. Writing about your experiences of gratitude can help solidify the habit and create a record of positivity to revisit during difficult times. Example: document moments of kindness you experienced or witnessed, no matter how small. The benefits of gratitude: 1. Emotional resilience. Gratitude helps us maintain a positive outlook even in the face of challenges, fostering resilience and mental strength. 2. Physical health studies have shown that gratitude improves sleep, boosts immunity, and lowers stress. 3. Spiritual growth. Gratitude aligns with the Buddhist principles of interconnectedness and compassion, deepening our spiritual practice. 4. Strengthened relationships. Gratitude enhances our ability to connect with others, fostering empathy and mutual appreciation. A Buddhist story: The Grateful Elephant. There's a Buddhist tale about a kind monk who rescued an injured elephant. The elephant, despite being healed, chose to stay near the monk, helping with daily chores as a gesture of gratitude. When the monk fell ill, the elephant brought him food and water, showing how acts of kindness create a cycle of gratitude and compassion. This story reminds us that gratitude is not just about feeling thankful. It is about expressing it through actions that uplift others. Practical exercises to deepen gratitude. Morning Gratitude Ritual. Start your day by reflecting on one thing you are looking forward to and one thing you are grateful for. Gratitude Walk. Take a walk in nature, appreciating the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. Acknowledge the interconnectedness of life. Gratitude Jar. Keep a jar where you write down moments of gratitude on small pieces of paper. At the end of the month or year, review them to relive those positive experiences. The ripple effect of gratitude. 1. For yourself, gratitude fosters a sense of inner peace and contentment, helping you navigate life with a positive outlook. 2. For relationships. Gratitude strengthens bonds and deepens connections, enhancing trust and mutual appreciation. 3. For the community, gratitude inspires acts of kindness and generosity, creating a ripple effect that uplifts those around you. Gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion, it is a way of life. By embracing gratitude, we transform ordinary moments into sources of joy and meaning. As the Buddha taught, let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful. Incorporate gratitude into your daily life, and watch as it transforms your perspective, deepens your connections, and fills your heart with joy. Let gratitude guide your journey to a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. Habit 8. Practicing mindful consumption. Mindful consumption is a profound practice rooted in Buddhist teachings. It extends beyond simply eating or purchasing mindfully. It encompasses all that we consume, including food, media, relationships, and even thoughts. By cultivating awareness around what we take in, we align our choices with our values, reduce suffering, and nurture a sense of inner peace and balance. Mindful consumption in Buddhist philosophy. The Buddha emphasized the importance of mindfulness in every aspect of life, including consumption. The Noble Eightfold Path includes the principle of right livelihood, which encourages ethical and mindful engagement with the resources we use. The Buddha also taught the concept of ahimsa, non-harming, which reminds us to minimize harm in our consumption patterns. A key teaching in this context is found in the 5 precepts, where one is advised to refrain from intoxicants that cloud the mind. This guideline highlights the broader principle of consuming only what supports clarity, well-being, and ethical living. Why mindful consumption matters. 1. Reduces suffering. When we consume mindlessly, we may contribute to systems of harm, whether through the food industry, environmental degradation, or exploitative labor practices. Mindful consumption helps us minimize these negative impacts. 2. Enhances well-being. Consuming nourishing food, uplifting media, and healthy relationships fosters mental and physical health. 3. Cultivates clarity. Mindful consumption clears the mental clutter caused by overstimulation, leading to greater focus and inner peace. 4. Aligns with values. By consuming mindfully, we live in alignment with our ethical and spiritual principles. Challenges to practicing mindful consumption. 1. Overabundance. In modern society, we are surrounded by options and advertisements, making it easy to consume excessively. 2. Disconnection. We often consume without awareness of where products come from or the impact they have on the environment and others. 3. Emotional triggers. Stress, boredom, or emotional pain can lead to impulsive consumption as a coping mechanism. How to practice mindful consumption. 1. Eat mindfully. Mindful eating involves being fully present during meals, savoring each bite, and appreciating the effort and resources that went into the food. Exercise. Before eating, take a moment to reflect on the journey of your food, from the farmers to the cooks. Eat slowly, paying attention to flavors, textures, and sensations. 2. Choose ethical products. Support businesses and products that align with your values, such as fair trade, cruelty-free, and eco-friendly options. Exercise. Research the origins of the products you buy. Opt for items that prioritize sustainability and ethical practices. 3. Limit media consumption. Be selective about the media you consume, choosing content that inspires, educates, and uplifts, rather than distracts or harms. Exercise. Set boundaries around screen time. Ask yourself whether the content you're consuming aligns with your values and brings positivity to your life. 4. Avoid overconsumption. Whether it's food, shopping, or social media, overindulgence can lead to dissatisfaction and clutter. Exercise. Practice the mantra, "Do I need this, or do I just want it?" Implement minimalist principles to reduce excess in your life. 5. Build healthy relationships. Be mindful of the energy and influence of the people you spend time with. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Exercise. Reflect on the dynamics of your relationships. Are they nourishing or draining? Prioritize relationships that encourage growth and mutual respect. The benefits of mindful consumption. 1. Greater contentment. By focusing on what truly nourishes you, you experience a deeper sense of satisfaction and joy. 2. Environmental stewardship. Mindful consumption reduces waste and conserves resources, benefiting the planet. 3. Financial freedom. Spending intentionally leads to better financial health and reduces unnecessary expenses. 4. Emotional balance. Avoiding overstimulation helps reduce anxiety and create space for mindfulness and calm. A Buddhist story, The Half-Eaten Bowl of Rice. There's a Zen story about a monk who left half his bowl of rice uneaten. The abbot asked why, and the monk replied that he had taken too much and did not want to waste it. The abbot commended him for his mindfulness, emphasizing the importance of taking only what one needs. This story illustrates that mindful consumption is not just about refraining from waste, but about cultivating awareness and respect for resources. Practical exercises to deepen mindful consumption. Gratitude before consumption. Before eating or using a product, take a moment to express gratitude for the effort and resources that made it possible. Mindful spending journal. Track your purchases and reflect on whether they brought you joy or fulfillment. Digital detox schedule. Regular breaks from digital devices to reduce overstimulation and reconnect with the present moment. The ripple effect of mindful consumption 1. For yourself, mindful consumption fosters clarity, health, and balance in your life. 2. For relationships. It encourages healthier, more intentional interactions with others. 3. For the planet, mindful choices contribute to sustainability and reduce harm to the environment and other beings. Mindful consumption is a powerful practice that aligns with the Buddhist principles of mindfulness, non-harming, and interdependence. By making intentional choices about what we eat, buy, watch, and engage with, we honor the resources and beings that make our lives possible. As the Buddha said, "Be mindful of the present moment. That is the way to truly live." Embrace mindful consumption and let it guide you toward a life of greater balance, gratitude, and harmony. Through this practice, you not only nurture yourself but also contribute to a more compassionate and sustainable world. Habit 9. Cultivating loving kindness. Loving kindness, known as metta in Pali, is one of the cornerstone practices in Buddhism. It embodies the wish for all beings, including oneself, to be happy, safe, and free from suffering. Cultivating loving kindness is not just an act of goodwill. It is a transformative practice that helps dissolve barriers of anger, resentment, and fear, replacing them with compassion, empathy, and deep connection. Loving kindness in Buddhist philosophy. The Buddha emphasized metta as a boundless form of love that extends to all beings without discrimination. It is one of the 4 immeasurables, Brahma Viharas, alongside compassion, karuna, sympathetic joy, mudita, and equanimity, upekkha. These qualities form the foundation for ethical and spiritual living. The Buddha taught that practicing loving kindness leads to profound benefits. He who practices loving kindness sleeps well, wakes well, sees no evil dreams. He is dear to human beings, dear to non-human beings. Deities protect him. Fire, poison, and weapons do not affect him. His mind is quickly concentrated. The expression of his face is serene. He dies unconfused and, if he penetrates no higher, he will be reborn in the Brahma world. Why cultivate loving kindness? 1. Heals emotional wounds. Practicing loving kindness helps to soften feelings of anger, resentment, and self-criticism. 2. Strengthens relationships. It fosters empathy and understanding, leading to deeper and more harmonious connections. 3. enhances inner peace. Extending goodwill to others reduces mental turmoil and fosters a sense of contentment. Fourth, promotes compassionate action. It motivates us to act with kindness and care, benefiting both ourselves and others. Challenges to practicing loving kindness. 1. Resentment and anger. When we feel hurt or wronged, it can be difficult to extend kindness, especially to those who have caused harm. 2. Self-criticism. Sometimes the hardest person to show love and kindness to is ourselves. 3. Judgment and bias. Unconscious biases can make it challenging to see others as equally deserving of love and compassion. How to cultivate loving kindness. 1. Begin with yourself. The practice of loving kindness starts by extending compassion to yourself. Recognize your inherent worth and accept yourself as you are. Exercise. Sit quietly and repeat affirmations like, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease." 2. Expand to loved ones. Once you feel grounded in loving kindness for yourself, extend it to close friends and family. Exercise. Picture a loved one in your mind and silently repeat, "May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be free from suffering." 3. Include neutral people. Extend loving kindness to those you neither like nor dislike, such as acquaintances or strangers. Exercise. Visualize someone you encounter regularly but don't know well and repeat, "May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease." 4. Extend to difficult people. This is often the most challenging step, but also the most transformative. By extending loving kindness to those who have hurt you, you free yourself from the grip of anger and resentment. Exercise. Imagine someone who has caused you pain. Without excusing their actions, repeat, "May you be happy. May you find peace. May you be free from suffering." 5. Embrace all beings. Finally, extend loving kindness universally to all beings, encompassing the entire world. Exercise. Visualize the earth and silently affirm, "May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings be free from suffering." Benefits of loving kindness. 1. Emotional healing. Loving kindness helps to dissolve negative emotions like anger, hatred, and envy, replacing them with compassion and peace. 2. Improved relationships. It deepens empathy and fosters forgiveness, strengthening connections with others. 3. Reduced anxiety and stress research shows that loving kindness meditation lowers stress and increases overall emotional well-being. 4th, broader perspective. It expands your sense of identity and connection, reducing feelings of isolation and fostering a sense of shared humanity. A Buddhist story. The loving kindness of the Buddha. One day, the Buddha encountered a group of monks who were terrified by spirits in a forest where they were meditating. Instead of advising them to leave, the Buddha taught them metta bhavana, loving kindness meditation. When the monks practiced this, they radiated loving kindness so strongly that the spirits became friendly and protective. This story highlights the transformative power of loving kindness to overcome fear and conflict. Practical exercises to deepen loving kindness. Loving Kindness Journal. Each day, write about one act of kindness you observed or performed. Reflect on how it made you feel. Acts of kindness. Challenge. Set a goal to perform at least one act of kindness daily, such as helping a neighbor, complimenting a colleague, or donating to charity. Mindful listening practice. Listening to others with full attention and empathy without judgment or interruption. The ripple effect of loving kindness 1. For yourself. It cultivates a sense of inner peace and resilience, helping you navigate life's challenges with grace. 2. For relationships. It strengthens bonds and fosters mutual respect and understanding. 3. For society, loving kindness creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to act with compassion and kindness. Loving kindness is more than a practice. It is a way of being that transforms how we relate to ourselves, others, and the world. By cultivating metta, we dissolve the barriers of separation and open our hearts to the boundless interconnectedness of all life. As the Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Embrace loving kindness in your daily life and witness its profound impact on your mind, heart, and relationships. Through this practice, you not only cultivate peace within yourself, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Habit 10. Embracing gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative habit deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy. It is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the blessings, opportunities, and people in our lives. Through gratitude, we develop a profound sense of contentment, foster deeper connections, and shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have. This practice cultivates joy, reduces suffering, and brings us closer to inner peace. Gratitude in Buddhist philosophy. In Buddhism, gratitude is closely tied to the principles of mindfulness, sati, and appreciation for impermanence, anicca. The teachings remind us to be present with life's fleeting moments and to value each experience as an opportunity for growth. The Buddha emphasized gratitude as a cornerstone of spiritual practice, urging practitioners to honor their teachers, their community, and the interconnectedness of all life. A key Buddhist concept related to gratitude is dana, generosity, which encourages an open heart and a sense of thankfulness for the ability to give and receive. Gratitude is also inherent in the practice of mudita, sympathetic joy, which celebrates the happiness and success of others. Why cultivate gratitude? 1. Enhances well-being. Gratitude shifts our focus from negativity to positivity, boosting mental and emotional health. 2. Strengthens relationships. Acknowledging the kindness of others fosters deeper connections and mutual appreciation. 3. Reduces stress and anxiety. Gratitude encourages a sense of sufficiency, calming the mind and reducing the drive for constant acquisition. 4th, encourages mindful living. By appreciating the present moment, we become more aware of life's beauty and impermanence. Challenges to practicing gratitude. 1. Negativity, bias. The human mind is naturally inclined to focus on problems and threats, which can overshadow feelings of gratitude. 2. Entitlement. A sense of entitlement can make it difficult to appreciate what we have and the efforts of others. 3. Overlooking small blessings. In the rush of daily life, we often take small but significant blessings for granted. How to practice gratitude 1. Start a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. They can be big or small, such as a kind gesture, a delicious meal, or a moment of peace. 2. Reflect during meditation. Incorporate gratitude into your meditation practice by reflecting on the blessings in your life. Focus on the people, experiences, and opportunities that bring you joy and fulfillment. 3. Express gratitude to others. Take time to thank the people who have made a positive impact on your life. Whether through a letter, a phone call, or a simple thank you, expressing gratitude strengthens relationships. 4. Practice gratitude for challenges. Even difficult experiences offer lessons and opportunities for growth. Reflect on the ways in which challenges have shaped you into a stronger, wiser person. 5. Celebrate the present moment. Pause throughout the day to appreciate the beauty and richness of the present moment. Whether it's a blooming flower, a warm cup of tea, or the sound of rain, savor the small joys of life. The benefits of gratitude. 1. Emotional resilience. Gratitude helps us face life's difficulties with a positive outlook, reducing the impact of stress and disappointment. 2. Enhanced compassion. When we acknowledge the kindness of others, we naturally become more compassionate and empathetic. 3. Greater contentment. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of sufficiency and peace. 4. Improved physical health. Research shows that gratitude practices can lead to better sleep, lower blood pressure, and improved overall health. A Buddhist story, The Water and the Well. A monk once lived near a small village that relied on a single well for water. Each morning he would go to the well and give thanks for the water that sustained his life. One day a villager asked, "Why do you always thank the well? It is just a hole in the ground." The monk replied, "Without this well, I could not live. Gratitude reminds me to never take the gift of life for granted." This story teaches that even the most ordinary things, like water, deserve our gratitude. Practical exercises to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude walk. Take a walk and focus on everything you see, hear, and feel that brings you joy. It could be the sunlight filtering through trees, the laughter of children, or the feeling of the ground beneath your feet. Gratitude letter. Write a heartfelt letter to someone who has impacted your life in a positive way. Express your gratitude for their kindness, support, or influence. Mindful appreciation practice. Spend a few moments each day appreciating one thing deeply. This could be the food on your plate, the air you breathe, or the presence of a loved one. The ripple effect of gratitude. 1. For yourself. Gratitude fosters inner peace, contentment, and resilience. 2. For relationships. It strengthens bonds by fostering mutual appreciation and reducing conflict. 3. For society. A culture of gratitude promotes kindness, generosity, and community well-being. Gratitude is not merely an emotion. It is a way of life that transforms how we see the world and interact with others. By embracing gratitude, we cultivate joy, deepen our connections, and align with the Buddhist teachings of mindfulness, generosity, and compassion. As the Buddha said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. If we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful." Embrace gratitude as a daily practice and watch as it opens your heart, nurtures your spirit, and illuminates the beauty and blessings of your life. Through gratitude, you not only enrich your own life, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Habit 11. Practicing mindful speech. Mindful speech, also known as right speech, samavaka, is one of the key components of the Noble Eightfold Path in Buddhism. It involves speaking truthfully, kindly, and purposefully, while avoiding harmful or unnecessary words. This practice is not only about refraining from negative speech, but also about using language as a tool for connection, understanding, and compassion. In our interconnected world, where communication plays a pivotal role, practicing mindful speech can transform relationships, foster trust, and promote harmony in personal and professional settings. Mindful speech in Buddhist philosophy. The Buddha placed significant emphasis on the power of words, teaching that they can be either constructive or destructive. In the Dhammapada, he said, "Speak only the speech that neither torments self nor does harm to others. That speech is truly well spoken." Mindful speech is rooted in the principles of non-harm, truthfulness, kindness, and purposefulness. It aligns with the broader Buddhist values of compassion, karuna, and wisdom, prajna, encouraging us to be intentional with our words. The 4 aspects of right speech. 1. Refrain from false speech. Truthfulness is the foundation of mindful speech. Speaking untruths, exaggerations, or spreading misinformation leads to distrust and disharmony. Application: speak only what you know to be true. Avoid exaggerating to make a point or twisting facts to suit your narrative. 2. Avoid malicious speech. Words that divide people or create conflict are harmful. Avoid gossiping, slandering, or speaking ill of others. Application: focus on fostering harmony through your words. Before speaking about someone, ask yourself, will this bring people closer or drive them apart? 3. Refrain from harsh speech. Harsh or abusive words can hurt others deeply and strain relationships. Mindful speech requires kindness and gentleness. Application: speak with a tone that reflects care and respect. Replace criticism with constructive feedback. 4. Avoid idle chatter. Engaging in frivolous or unnecessary talk wastes time and energy. Instead, strive for meaningful conversations. Application: before speaking, ask, is this necessary? Is this beneficial? Focus on topics that uplift, educate, or deepen connections. Why practice mindful speech? 1. Builds trust. Speaking truthfully and kindly fosters trust in relationships. 2. Reduces conflict. Avoiding harmful speech prevents misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. 3. Enhances self-awareness. Mindful speech encourages self-reflection, helping you understand your intentions and emotions. 4. Promotes inner peace. When your words align with your values, you experience greater harmony within yourself. Challenges to mindful speech. 1. Impulsive reactions. In moments of anger or frustration, it's easy to say things you might regret later. 2. Social pressure. In group settings, there may be pressure to gossip or join in conversations that contradict your values. 3. Lack of awareness. Often, we speak without considering the impact of our words on others. How to cultivate mindful speech. 1. Pause before speaking. Create a habit of pausing before you speak, especially in emotionally charged situations. This gives you time to reflect on whether your words are true, kind, and necessary. 2. Practice active listening. Mindful speech begins with mindful listening. Pay full attention to what others are saying without interrupting or planning your response. 3. Use the think framework before speaking. Ask yourself, T. Is it true? H. Is it helpful? I. Is it inspiring? N. Is it necessary? K. Is it kind? 4. Speak with intention. Be clear about your purpose for speaking. Are you sharing information, expressing appreciation, or offering support? 5. Practice silence. Sometimes the most mindful choice is to remain silent. Silence can create space for reflection and prevent unnecessary harm. The benefits of mindful speech. 1. Strengthened relationships. Clear, kind, and honest communication fosters trust and mutual respect. 2. Enhanced emotional intelligence. Mindful speech helps you become more aware of your emotions and how they influence your communication. 3. Greater harmony. Avoiding harmful speech reduces misunderstandings and promotes peace in your interactions. 4. Personal growth. Mindful speech deepens self-awareness and aligns your actions with your values. A Buddhist story, The Power of Words. In one of the Buddha's teachings, he shared the story of a man who insulted him. The Buddha responded with calmness and said, "If someone gives you a gift and you choose not to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man replied, "It remains with the giver." The Buddha then said, "So too with your words of anger. I choose not to accept them." This story illustrates the importance of remaining mindful of practical both exercises the words we speak to develop and the words we choose to internalize. Daily affirmations. Begin each day with affirmations like, "I will speak with kindness and truth." "My words will reflect my values." Mindful listening practice. Spend 5 minutes each day practicing active listening. Focus entirely on the speaker without interrupting or planning your response. Apology practice. Reflect on instances where your words may have caused harm. Apologize sincerely and mindfully if necessary, acknowledging the impact of your words. Gratitude in speech. Make it a habit to express gratitude in your conversations. Thank people for their efforts, kindness, or presence in your life. The ripple effect of mindful speech. 1. For yourself, mindful speech fosters inner peace and alignment with your values. 2. For relationships. It deepens connections and builds trust, creating more harmonious interactions. 3. For society. When practiced widely, mindful speech can reduce conflict and promote understanding in communities. Conclusion. Living with mindful speech. Mindful speech is more than just a habit. It's a way of living that reflects your deepest values and intentions. By choosing your words carefully, you not only foster understanding and connection, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. As the Buddha taught, words have the power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change the world. Embrace mindful speech in your daily life. Let your words be a source of wisdom, compassion, and healing, both for yourself and for others. Through this practice, you cultivate not only better communication, but also a more mindful, peaceful, and meaningful existence. Habit 12. Cultivating self-discipline. Self-discipline is the foundation of a meaningful and fulfilling life. It is the ability to align your actions with your intentions and values, even in the face of challenges, temptations, or distractions. In Buddhist teachings, self-discipline is not about rigid control or suppressing desires, but about creating a harmonious balance between your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By cultivating self-discipline, you unlock the potential to achieve your goals, deepen your spiritual practice, and live with greater purpose and clarity. Self-discipline in Buddhist philosophy. Self-discipline is central to the Buddha's teachings and is encapsulated in the concept of sila, ethical conduct. The Buddha taught that a disciplined life is a path to liberation, as it reduces suffering caused by impulsivity, attachment, and harmful actions. Self-discipline also underpins the Noble Eightfold Path, particularly in right action, right speech, and right effort. These principles guide us to act intentionally and ethically, fostering both personal growth and collective harmony. Why is self-discipline important? 1. Builds inner strength. Self-discipline empowers you to overcome challenges and resist temptations, strengthening your resolve. 2. Promotes ethical living. By aligning your actions with your values, you reduce harm to yourself and others. 3. Enhances focus. Self-discipline helps you stay committed to your goals, minimizing distractions. 4. Facilitates spiritual growth. A disciplined mind is more receptive to mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection. Challenges to self-discipline: 1. Impulsivity. The urge for instant gratification often undermines long-term goals. 2. Lack of motivation. Without a clear purpose, it's easy to lose focus and give up. 3. External distractions. Modern life is filled with distractions that make it difficult to stay on track. 4. Fear of failure. Fear of not succeeding can lead to procrastination and avoidance. How to cultivate self-discipline: 1. Set clear intentions. Start by identifying your goals and understanding why they matter to you. Clarity of purpose strengthens your commitment. Example: if your goal is to meditate daily, reflect on the benefits it will bring to your mental clarity and emotional well-being. 2. Begin with small steps. Building self-discipline takes time. Start with manageable tasks and gradually increase your efforts. Example: if you want to adopt a healthier lifestyle, begin by incorporating a 10-minute walk into your daily routine rather than attempting a complete overhaul. 3. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you become aware of your thoughts and emotions, enabling you to resist impulsive actions. Example: before making a decision, pause and reflect on whether it aligns with your values and long-term goals. 4. Embrace routine. Establishing consistent habits reduces decision fatigue and reinforces discipline. Example: create a morning routine that includes meditation, journaling, or exercise to set a positive tone for the day. 5. Cultivate patience. Self-discipline requires persistence and the ability to delay gratification. Patience allows you to stay committed even when results aren't immediate. Example: if you're learning a new skill, focus on incremental progress rather than expecting instant mastery. Self-discipline in daily life: 1. Mindful eating practice. Eating mindfully, savoring each bite without distractions. This not only promotes healthier eating habits, but also enhances your awareness of your body's needs. 2. Digital detox. Set boundaries for screen time to reduce distractions and create space for meaningful activities. 3. Regular meditation. Commit to a daily meditation practice, even if it's just for 5 minutes. This strengthens your ability to focus and manage impulses. 4. Financial discipline. Make conscious spending decisions that align with your values, avoiding impulsive purchases. 5. Time management. Prioritize tasks that align with your goals, and avoid procrastination by breaking large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. The benefits of self-discipline: 1. Greater resilience. Self-discipline equips you to handle challenges and setbacks with grace and determination. 2. Increased confidence. As you achieve your goals through discipline, your confidence and self-esteem grow. 3. Enhanced relationships. Discipline in communication and actions fosters trust and respect in relationships. 4. Personal fulfillment. Living in alignment with your values and intentions brings a deep sense of satisfaction and purpose. A Buddhist story: The Bamboo Grove. A young monk once asked his teacher, "Master, how can I develop self-discipline?" The master took the monk to a bamboo grove and said, "Observe the bamboo. It grows slowly, steadily, and straight year after year. It does not rush, yet it reaches great heights. Discipline is like bamboo. Consistency and patience lead to growth." This story illustrates that self-discipline is not about force or haste, but about steady, intentional effort over time. Practical exercises to develop self-discipline. Daily reflection. At the end of each day, reflect on your actions and identify areas where you practiced discipline and where you can improve. Accountability partner. Share your goals with a trusted friend or mentor who can provide encouragement and hold you accountable. Visualization. Visualize the benefits of achieving your goals. This reinforces your motivation and strengthens your resolve. Reward progress. Celebrate small milestones along the way. Positive reinforcement keeps you motivated. Overcoming obstacles to self-discipline 1. Dealing with setbacks. Accept that setbacks are part of the journey. Use them as learning opportunities rather than reasons to give up. 2. Managing temptations. Create an environment that minimizes distractions and temptations, making it easier to stay on track. 3. Staying motivated. Reconnect with your why whenever you feel your motivation waning. Remind yourself of the long-term benefits of your efforts. Self-discipline is not a destination but a journey of continual growth and refinement. It requires effort, patience, and a willingness to face challenges. However, the rewards are immense. A life of purpose, clarity, and alignment with your deepest values. As the Buddha said, endurance is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to the one who endures that the final victory comes. By cultivating self-discipline, you empower yourself to overcome obstacles, achieve your goals, and live a life of integrity and fulfillment. Through steady practice and mindful effort, self-discipline becomes not only a habit but a way of life, guiding you toward greater peace, wisdom, and self-mastery.